Hey everyone, welcome back to The Beating Heart. So we have Monieree here with us.
Hello.
So she's going to go ahead and tell us a little about her story and what happened and the path she had to walk on. And so therefore, I have the questions again. So we're going to go through. There's some added new ones in there. So we're going to go ahead and get started and we're going to randomly draw them one by one. So Monieree, thank you so much for coming in and doing this for us.
No problem. Anything to help support us, because we need all the support we can get.
We're going to go ahead and dive in, and we're going to start. So, here we go. First question. Marriage. What are your thoughts on being married?
Well, my girlfriend and I have only been dating for a year now, but maybe in the future it would be a possibility for the both of us.
Okay.
Dang.
Do you see yourself getting married soon?
Or no, not
later?
soon. Probably later. Maybe a couple years in the future.
And she also broke the news to us. She's going to be leaving Texas and going to
Colorado. Hopefully Colorado Springs. That's where we're looking at.
Yeah.
So,
we're gonna lose her, but hey, she's gonna be happy. So, perfect question. Kids.
I personally don't want any kids, but she has thought about it, and it's still up in the air, but marriage would definitely be first before any kids came along in the picture.
Okay. Do you know how many?
Probably 2 at max. We have fur babies, though.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How many do you have?
We have a dog named Lou. I actually have 2 horses, so big fur babies.
Oh, my God.
And then we have a scale baby. We just adopted a bearded dragon a couple months ago.
Oh, my gosh.
He's really cute and snuggly like a baby. You just hold him right here and rock him to sleep. He's already spoiled.
Oh. Well, that's good. You gotta start somewhere.
Yes, somewhere. They are
Animals
good
first.
practice.
I have 4, so you gotta start somewhere. Okay. So, my next question comes to is, were you rejected from any family or friends during your process of coming out?
None of my friends, because they already kind of had an idea when I was coming out that I was bisexual. My family was very hard, though. I grew up, my dad was a minister, so that was extremely pressuring to come out. I felt like I had to live up to these standards because he had his own church and everything. And it's not accepted in the church.
It's hard.
It really is.
Yeah.
But he was really understanding about it, actually. I came out last year to him, actually. So it was actually pretty recent. He said he already knew. He was waiting for me to come out, though. So.
Wow.
I thought I kind of kept it really hidden, and I guess I didn't. So.
Join the club with most of us, probably. Most of us. You kind of keep it hidden for years, thinking nobody knows the truth, but then, long and behold, when you come out, the response is, we already knew, we're just waiting.
Yeah, I was really surprised by that. I did have one uncle, though, that was not supportive at all. We don't talk anymore currently.
Wow. How long has that been?
A year, actually. Right after my girlfriend moved in, it kind of cut the ties with my uncle. I was really sad about it because he was one of my favorite uncles out there. I did a lot with him, cooked on the grill, but I don't want that negativity in my life, so.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to, in order to move on with your own self, you have to just cut losses and keep going.
Yeah, you do. You really do.
Yeah, that's sad, but you know what? It makes you stronger as a person. You do have to have a thick skin, I believe, when you're in this kind of atmosphere, especially with this world of negativity, of not accepting.
Exactly. I agree, and I have developed thick skin over time.
Not because you wanted to, because you had to.
Yes, I had to.
Yes. Well, you know what? That's unfortunate because you know what? You're not missing out. He's missing out. Or they're missing out. Everyone's missing out, you know? And so you never know how much you can affect somebody's personal life with just living your own.
Exactly. And I agreed with my family that we wouldn't do any PDA in front of them. And it shouldn't really bother them that much if we did hold hands or anything. Or if we sat like this.
Yeah.
But it still kind of did bother him, so he just cut all ties with me, and I have come to accept it over time. I really have.
Yeah. It's hard to be someone else that you're not. Just to
Yeah,
be
I
around
shouldn't
family.
have to fake, who I am
True.
as a person, because I shouldn't have to change for anyone. You should just be able to be yourself.
Yeah, that is true. Nicely said. Let's see what's next. What offends you the most?
It's probably an easy thing, but when people use the term gay as stupid, I don't know if y'all have heard, but that's
Yes.
so gay.
Mhm.
And they're referring to that's so stupid.
Yeah.
That's really what kind of gets under my skin a lot. And then, no offense to Christianity, but a lot of Christians have a lot of hate towards us.
Definitely, and that's something to where they have their own beliefs on,
Yes.
and so they're just very stuck in their ways, and that's pretty much what it is,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
I don't want to shove anyone's beliefs down anyone's throat. I mean, I believe in God myself. I did grow up in a church. As I said, my dad was a minister, so I just believe that God loves us too. I mean, He made us for who we are, so and they just need to kind of realize that.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard for them. So I have another question. Have you ever received poor service in a place of business?
No, I haven't actually. So I'm surprised about that because I go everywhere. I try not to be a homebody.
Are you on edge too when you go out?
A little bit,
Okay.
like, is it okay if I hold her hand right now? Is it okay if I kiss her cheek? Is this acceptable? Am I getting stared at? But
Oh my gosh, I do the same.
really,
Yes.
okay. And I hate to have that anxiety and that weight on my chest from it because we shouldn't have to.
Yeah.
But I actually have not had any personal bad experiences in any businesses.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
That's good because sometimes it's scary the things you hear.
Mm-hmm. It truly is.
Yeah, but you know what? It's kind of like the days where like when you're in public and then all of a sudden you're like, oh my gosh, people are looking at me. They're looking at how I walk, how I talk.
Exactly.
I'm walking too close. They're staring at me, and you shouldn't have to feel that way. You could just be out like other people and just do your own little thing.
Exactly. You shouldn't have to worry about what other people think at all. But it's always in the back of our minds.
Yes, and I believe it's not ever gonna go away.
You don't think it will?
Me personally, I don't think it'll ever go away. Okay. It'll probably just stick with me personally. Other people can just it'll probably fade off, but I hold on to things longer than normal.
Okay.
So maybe if it does go away, I'll be so happy.
If it goes away, you have to let me know.
Yes, we'll mark this date down for that. Okay, so how do you identify yourself?
Bisexual.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when you say bisexual, do you lean more towards women or towards men, or there's kind of like a 50% down the middle?
When I was a little bit younger, it was more towards men, but as I got older, it's leaned more towards girls. Mm-hmm. I've only personally dated one girl, and that's my current girlfriend, Jess, for a year now. But before that, I was like really scared to try dating long term, but I like it.
Okay.
I'm very comfortable with my sexuality.
That's good. Okay. How old when you realized?
When I realized
What a perfect question after that.
That is a really good question. I always admired the female form when I was about 14, 15 when I was getting into fitness and everything, but I was like, it's not sexual, it's just me admiring another person's body. Yeah. But when I turned 17, I knew for sure I was bisexual then.
Okay, let's see. Was there anyone you were warned about when you were about to come out? Or worried? Worried.
Honestly, just my father, but like I said, he already knew, so it wasn't that big of a deal. But I felt like I did it probably not the most accepting way, because I sent him a text message. I was like, it was a long text message. It wasn't just, I'm bisexual, Dad, love you. It was, I felt this way at 17, and I've just been afraid to tell you ever since. I know your feelings towards this are not the strongest. Yeah. But I hope you can support me in this decision because my girlfriend's moving in 3 months, so. So I just kind of dropped 2 bombs at once on him. But when he sent me the text back that says I love you and I already knew we need to go out to dinner so we can discuss this in person, I just cried, honestly, because I felt so happy that he knew and he was accepting already.
It's a secret that's you hold on to for not months, not weeks, it's years.
It was years.
And then when you release this inner secret, it's a humongous relief.
Yes, it was. It was just all this weight off my chest. Yes. And I was like, I can breathe. I can around him. I can actually talk without having to filter how I feel or what I say. You know?
And you know what? It's like, if I would have known you took this coming out this great, I would have called you a long time ago.
Exactly. I wouldn't have waited years for it. I would have just been like, hey, Dad, I'm bisexual.
I know, because you know what? I thought about this, and everyone else out there, I don't know if you've ever thought about this, but if I would have known that my parents or friends would have taken this so much better than I anticipated, I would have done this years and years ago. But everything happens for a reason, because if I did it years ago, I would probably be here where I'm at now, married to Michael.
Exactly.
And so things happen for a reason, I believe. And so when it did happen for a reason, I met Michael, but I wasn't out yet, you know? And so I was like, oh my God. So things happen for a reason, I believe. And even though I wish I would have said it earlier in life, I'm okay with it.
I can understand what you mean, because I also, held it for years, and I also wonder, would I be dating her? Would I be living the same life if I came out earlier?
Because you would have been more open and freely to do whatever you want, rather
than
limited to, oh my gosh, I gotta keep it hush down still.
Hush, hush.
Yes.
Yes.
So things happen for a reason, I believe.
It does, and timing might not seem like it's on your side, but I think it always is. Yeah. You just have to be patient.
Yes. Well, let's see. How has life changed since coming out?
I feel like I can be more open with myself, because before I felt like I had to filter what I said, how I dressed, and stuff like that. I've always wanted short hair, but I was like, no, people tell me I look butch or I look like a dyke, and I was like, well, that shouldn't really affect my hairstyle. So once I, cut my hair and was able to dress how I wanted to and just kind of be more myself, I felt more welcoming, more free. Freedom is the word I was looking for. And it just lifted a lot off my chest as well.
Wow, that's good. Because sometimes you have to put on this your own persona of, this is not me, but I have to actually play the part.
Yeah, it's like you're trying to be a character, and it's
for
hard.
years.
For years. It's not like you're just doing it, for a job, stepping into a studio. It's, you wake up and you have to be someone else every day, and it's stressful.
What were family and friends' reactions when you came out? So you did tell me a little bit about them already knowing.
Yes.
Did all of them react like your dad did, as far as, and like your uncle, or they were kind of all mixed, your close friends?
My Meemaw actually didn't even have a clue. And I actually lived with my Meemaw when I was 17 until I turned 20, and then I moved out. But so I thought she would actually be more like my dad and have an idea that I was. Because I did have a lot of girlfriends over that would spend the night, or I would go over there, stuff like that. And I came out on Facebook, and she's like, she messaged me that I needed to come over and talk to her, and she asked if this was a prank, because she remembered the video I posted on Facebook a year before. And I told her, no, this isn't a prank, this is actually real. She's like, how long have you been bisexual then? Because you have dated men in the past, and I have been in long-term relationships with men. And I just told her, I said, well, I've felt this way since I was 17. And she was like, I just didn't have a clue. I was like, really? Because everyone else seemed to already know. And I actually lived with you, so how did you not know?
What is that, oblivious?
Yeah, she was. She really was. And everything went right over her head.
Oh my gosh.
My mom already knew. My dad did. My aunts and uncles kind of had a clue. It was confirmed when I did come out. They're like, oh yeah, I figured you were. But Meemaw, totally nothing.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you had to pretty much be the dictionary for her and let
her
know.
I did. I had to answer a lot of questions.
Yeah.
Because she's like, so do you lean more towards guys or girls? I said, now that I'm older, definitely girls versus guys. And she's like, I guess I could see that because you haven't dated anyone in about 3 years, and now you're suddenly dating a girl. I was
She's
like,
keeping tabs.
yeah, I was like, okay, well, thanks for the notes, Mom.
When you think nobody's watching, they are watching.
Yes, they have a notebook.
Yes.
They know.
Let's see. Have you ever been subjected to slurs or jokes because of your sexuality?
Yes, actually. My dad
Really?
has this corny one, and I don't take offense anymore because I know he's not trying to be a jerk about it, but... And I really don't get it. It's, I guess, one of those corny dad jokes. He calls me a bicycle because I'm bisexual.
Oh, because you bicycle?
Yeah, he's like, oh, this is my bicycle daughter, and I was like, I don't even really get it besides the bi part. He's weird.
And that may be a method of him coping with it.
It might be. I never thought about that, actually.
And you know what? And I've actually met people like that.
Really?
And they have family members that do that, and that's just a way of coping with it. Because they don't know how.
How?
Because nobody doesn't give you a book of how to cope with this situation, or like our livings. Or like people don't cope with it very well, so they have to figure it out. And if he's saying, this is my bicycle daughter, he's probably trying to get used to it. Yeah. And he may not actually think that he's offending you or something like that because he's trying to figure it out himself. But
yeah, that's actually a really good thought because I never thought about that as a coping mechanism.
Yeah, and I mean it's different, of course.
Yeah.
But everyone has their own coping method.
Exactly.
But who did you first come out to? The first person ever.
The first person I came out to was... Oh, this is a good question. I'm trying to remember. I want to say it was my cousin Allie, and she came out as a lesbian way before I ever did, and I kept her secret for many years within the family. And then when she came out, everyone's like, did you know? And I was like, maybe, that's not my story to tell, so I felt confident in telling her, and she hid it until I was able to come out and feel ready. I'm free too.
Well, that was nice.
Yes, so as much as it is scary to come out to family versus friends, sometimes they really do have your back, and you just you have to put some trust into them.
That's true, because you're so vulnerable and you're expressing your own personal secretive life, and you're pretty much saying, here's my true story. I need to tell someone before I let everyone else know.
Exactly.
And please guide it with your life and don't tell anyone yet.
And since she came out before I did, I felt like she could give me some advice about coming out. Yeah. And she really did. She helped me a lot.
And you felt comfortable around her.
I did. I could openly talk to her about who I was talking to, who I dated, and stuff like that.
And you're fortunate because some people don't actually have that person in their family that actually has already expressed or came out already. So therefore, some people actually are on their own and they don't have to deal with it. And sometimes they can even go good or bad with their own personal life because they don't have to deal with it.
Exactly.
So when you have that person, you feel like, oh my gosh, I at least have somebody to lean on.
Exactly, I did. I felt like I was kind of in her shadows from it, but like I was able to make it a learning experience. So that was really the best part of it.
She kind of made a path in the family for you.
She did. She just like weaved
she
her
softened
way.
it.
She was like, here's your landing.
My question is, what would you tell people that are scared to come out?
Take your time, like we were saying. Patience is the key. Find that family member or friend. Come out to them first. It's really good practice. I actually talked to my cousin, and she acted like, my mom, my dad, everyone that I really loved. And she's like, okay, act like I'm them. And then you come out to them. And I was like, okay. And it wasn't the same, but it surely did help. It helped a lot.
That's good. And so, I mean, that's just one thing of, if you know someone that is going through this, just kind of reach out and not only try to help them, but just know that you can always gain someone in your life as a friend.
You'll find out who your real friends and family are, though, definitely.
Yes, that is like the biggest thing ever when you do actually come out. You will find out who your real friends, family, people that actually are there for you for your own personal life rather than they were just using you as just an extra body. And so you do want to surround yourself with people that actually love you for who you are,
Exactly.
rather than
yes.
just a friend to hang out with, you know. And you will find truly which ones are going to be there for you. And so, well, I do want to thank you for everything.
Yes.
And thanks for coming out, sharing your story, and I hopefully that you touched anyone through the viewers that are watching our vlog today, if it helped them at all. And so the goal is actually just keep moving forward and to help every single person watching to be okay with yourself. And you're not different. You're the same as everyone else. And so that's just one thing I've always told people that are actually here and people that are watching our vlog. So if you would like to be a part and have your story heard, comment below or find us on Instagram, hashtag The Beating Heart. Find our links below. Thanks for watching. Come back every week for new videos. Make sure you hit the thumbs up, the subscribe, and share. Remember, everyone has a beating heart.